What keeps you going through the empty feelings on Phenibut?
And it all dissolves.
That's actually a really good question. You know, sometimes I don't even know. I don't know what keeps me going. If it's like my work, if it's working out, if it's YouTube, if it's all those things combined. But I know one thing that's helped me that's kind of a weird thing is that, you know, I always want to live in the present, always. But when you're coming off of something and you're trying to taper, I'm sorry, I feel like shit right now, so I'm just going with it, so just bear with me. Like I was saying, I always want to be in the present. But when you're tapering off something, at least for me, I need to be living in the present, the past, and the future. So when I'm coming off of something like Phenibut, I always want to be centered and want to just focus on every minute that goes by, because that's sometimes I just need to do that just because it's so torturous, especially in the middle of the night when I wake up in a pile of sweat and I feel like shit. Then throughout the day especially, I have to remind myself like to think of the future and how much it's going to pay off once I finally get done tapering. And just like tapering like this is such a growing process. There was a quote that I heard that said, "Good times make men weak, bad times make men strong." And I know that's not completely true, but that helps me in times like this when I'm struggling, when I don't really have anyone in my immediate life that can completely understand or has gone through this. But I just know that going through hardship, whether it be a loss of a family member, an addiction, you lost your job, you failed a test, it's up for you to decide. It's all perspective. Are you going to take it as a learning experience, or are you going to roll over and just take it in the ass and be like, well, that's that, never doing that again? So yeah, living in the future and just kind of envisioning yourself off this stuff and how much better it's going to be is a huge inspiration for me and motivates me. But also living in the past, and especially the times where I just want to take like an 8-gram dose and just be like, fuck it, like this taper is so dumb, I feel like shit, I want to take something to make me feel better. I don't want to feel this emptiness of just, it's like a black hole that nothing can get in, no emotions, no nothing. I just have to think of the past of like why I'm here, where I was and how addicted I was or still am. So it's this weird dynamic of you're living in the past at certain points, you're living in the present, probably, hopefully most of the time. But then sometimes when you need that boost of inspiration, just thinking about the future without growing expectations, just thinking about the future of how it's gonna be, you know, romanticize that and just envision yourself off of something or whatever you're going through and just being like, it's gonna be okay. This is all part of the growing process and learning. And hopefully I don't ever take this stuff again. It's been horrible. One thing that I like feeling is feelings. So when I don't feel anything, I want to like take something else. You know, people keep asking me, why don't you take Kratom? Just take Kratom. Are you ever going to get back on Kratom? And it's always a resounding answer, no. I don't plan on ever taking Kratom again. And it's nothing against people that take Kratom, you know, especially for people that are in constant pain or people that are coming off heroin or some sort of opiate. Even if you're suicidal, it's like whatever helps you. I just know that I don't need to take it. And I just remember the countless nights of just restless leg syndrome and the sweats. It's honestly, a lot of it's very similar to Kratom withdrawal, the Phenibut thing. You get the runny nose, the constant yawns, the tired, the irritability, the anxiety. A lot of it's very mental and similar to Kratom, but I don't want to start another substance like a Tizalam or gabapentin just to get addicted to that, only because I know myself. I know that I'll easily be able to be like, oh, gabapentin, that's just my new thing now. You know, a doctor prescribed it, so they know what they're talking about. When most of the time, doctors don't know shit. And I know that sounds bad. There's a lot of great doctors out there, but they're just big pharma salesmen. That's what they are. They get a kickback. Even with cancer, like, they get a huge kickback from people when they put people on chemo. It's fucking disgusting. The whole big pharma industry is just a fucking joke. I'll get into that some other time. It depends on different times. That irking feeling of feeling empty, though, is horrible. It's fucking horrible. So like I try and find something that even if I don't want to do it, I just do it anyways. That I know even when I do it, I won't have fun, even though I used to have fun doing it. Just doing it and getting into that habit. It's kind of like building a muscle. You want to keep exercising it like exercising. Working out when you're coming off Phenibut, you're the most lethargic, careless, disconnected person ever, but I just force myself to do it. I know that I'm gonna feel better. I'm not gonna feel better, but I know I won't feel guilty for working out. I'm gonna feel good knowing that it's not one more thing that I'm lacking in. So like cleaning my room, I need to clean my room, I need to do my laundry, but I don't know, living in the past, present, and future has helped me, and YouTube has helped me. You guys have helped me. The amount of support, are you kidding, has been insane. I've never gotten this kind of support ever on this channel, I don't think, besides Kratom reviews, but just personal support of people empathizing and sympathizing, and it's been fucking awesome. I love it so much, just seeing the community, not just like for me, but seeing the community in the comment section, like you guys helping each other out and giving advice to each other. It's so cool. I wish I had like my own Menthol forum where we could all just chat, but yeah, it's pretty inspiring, this whole community, and seeing people, it's like giving me a faith in humanity, especially at times coming off this shit. It's like, man, fuck people. People are so fucking lame. No one cares about each other anymore. And even when I made my addiction to Phenibut story, I thought for sure it was going to be like, you're a pussy, Phenibut is great, you're just being a dick, you abused it, you're an idiot. But everybody's like, dude, no, do you? Like, just be honest. Who cares? Who cares what anybody thinks? I was like, holy fuck, like, good people do exist, or at least that's what it looks like to me. And there's gonna be times even when I'm off Phenibut where I feel empty, but you just gotta persevere and just keep doing your rhythm, keep that structure. Don't give in to that negative thought of, oh man, I'll just skip a day. I won't work out today. I'm tired. Fuck that. Work that muscle in your brain that gets over that. And I read this thing about counting down to 5 before you do something, and then once you hit 0, you just gotta do it. And I've been doing that, and it's helped me greatly. Yeah, to summarize, live in the past, present, and future when you're going through some hard shit, and just reminisce, but don't, live there. And just appreciate the small shit, and the bad times make the good times that much better. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope this helps someone out there, maybe going through some shit or they feel empty. You won't feel empty for that long, I promise. Even if it's a day, an hour, a month, a year, you'll find something to look forward to, and it's gonna be okay. I promise. I promise, I promise, I promise. And if you're still struggling, message me on Snapchat. I'd love to chat and just talk to you guys. Chances are I've gone through the same shit, and the same with everybody else. We can all relate on some level. So, okay. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll stop wasting your time. Bye.
signs of trouble.